Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Rome Let's Play. We're back from a rather long hiatus, but I did say that, I'm not going to be able to record these regularly anymore, just due to the amount of time my job takes up. So, unfortunately, that's going to continue moving forward, but I will do my best to record these whenever I do have the opportunity and upload them for you. I do often get comments asking if the channel is dead or abandoned or whatever. I mentioned this on previous episodes, so maybe some of you missed it. But I am still active on the Discord server. I'm not as active as I would like to be, but I am still active on there. And I will continue to upload these whenever I, again, have the opportunity to record them, which isn't often, but I will do my best to continue making them. So hopefully everybody had a great holiday. I unfortunately was sick for most of it, so I missed out on all the festivities, but my voice is recovering, so hopefully my throat holds out here. I don't know if I'll have another chance to sit down and record for a while, so I'm trying to make this one count. Anyway, I had the opportunity to play very briefly between the last episode and this one. Again, it's been over a month now, but I haven't really had much of a chance to do a whole lot. But we did make a little bit of progress in some of the grindier stuff, and I'll show you guys that in a moment. But before we take care of that, we have a raid to deal with here. You can see there's a group of enemies there and a group of enemies here. And that is why I decided to pick up at this point so that we could deal with this raid and have a little bit of action to start the episode. We are currently being attacked by a group of tribals from the Pact of Ranyo. So I think there's 7, 8 of them over here. Oh, maybe more. Some of them are hiding. So definitely 3 there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 9 over here. And another, how many do we have here? 5, another 8 there. So I think we're looking at about 17 enemies, which isn't too bad. In fact, it shouldn't be much trouble at all. So we will still call everybody up to defend the base. And I believe, yeah, we have a safe area set up for the animals. So let's ask them to move to that. Hopefully they can get there in time. If not, we can grab the animals and maybe fake down. I actually don't know that that's going to work because it, I think, is only available to animals that are fully trained, or at least have specific trainings. So in a few cases we can do that, but in most cases we cannot. So definitely need to get them inside. Same goes for the children. They tend to wander. They like to wander outside the walls. So, gonna have to make sure that we keep them, reined in so they don't walk off and die. Right, so let's just start by drafting everybody. And we'll send them to kind of the center square there. And then we can divvy them up and decide who's going to defend what. We have enemies coming from the west and the north, so we'll probably focus our efforts on maybe these 2 sections of the wall, and then a little bit on either side of those respective gates. It's not really going to be necessary to expand out this way, but we certainly could if we wanted to. And we'll want to make sure our forces are split more or less even, because the enemy forces are also pretty much even. Okay. So, how many people do we have rocking shields? It looks like 3, 4, 8, and 12. Then we also have Alexandria and Galba, who I thought he had a shield, but apparently not. Maybe it broke. But that's like 14 melee fighters. Oh, and then there's Gallo has a shield as well. So somewhere in the realm of 14, 15. Let's split them in half. So we're going to send you 3 to this gate. plus Mankin makes it 4. And then we'll do Stilicho leading that side. That makes it 5. Felix and Remus should be enough. Okay, so you guys are moving. ATS is going to go ahead and lead the defense on this side. We'll send... I should have made Alexandria part of that. We'll send that group there. She can go too, since she does in fact have a shield. Kaibo, you're going as well. Alright, so that's it for melee. Now archers. I'm going to put Desiree on the corner there. Artemis is going to go, I think, in this corner. Loka is going to take up a position on the wall. Dante, same deal. And Valen, you can go here. Stin, I'm going to ask you to man that crossbow turret. Danica, I think you're going to man this one since you don't have a weapon. Atalia, go ahead and set up on the walls. Hilda, do the same. Ashura, we'll put you down here. Tanya, I think I'm going to have you man a crossbow because it's going to be better than your sling. That does leave us with Z, who can take up that spot. Talissa, let's put you on a crossbow turret as well. Galba, dismount please, and you're going to join this group. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this at any point, but Brutus is the son of Constantine and Loka, so Constantia's brother. They're not twins, but they're both, let's put him over there. Both children from the same family. And he might have been born between episodes, I don't recall, so I just wanted to point that out in case it hadn't been pointed out already. Apicus, I'm going to ask that you man a crossbow as well. Go ahead and do that one. Demosthenes, I don't know if there's one for you to man. So maybe I'll just have you on standby as a runner if we need to grab anybody and rescue them. Looks like the Western group is making their way over here. These guys are having a little bit more trouble because they have to move through the water. I'm a bit tempted. Oh, a cougar, huh? Well, we can deal with that. We'll have the crossbows take aim. I don't know if I want to send you guys out. I might have to, because they're going to probably focus their efforts on burning that down. So we might need to be a little bit proactive with our defense. But we'll see. If they don't go for it, then we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so some of them are moving north, some of them are moving south. It's a bit interesting. I think Demosthenes is going to go ahead and man a crossbow then. I didn't think any of them would go in this direction, but, you know, they obviously fooled me. So still nothing on the northern front. They do look like they're going to maybe attempt to burn down. How did you already get hit? The recurve bow cut you already. Probably from Gyro there? Yeah. Well, I guess go get yourself treated. And you guys are going to go rush at them. I'm going to take 3 of you and send you after Gerbil there. Come on. You guys can do it. A few people have already been hit. Felix, tie up Salamander there. Alright, you guys can go over there as well. They did, unfortunately, have the opportunity to start a fire. I was trying to avoid that. Alright, I'm going to ask you guys to maybe go after Truckatran there. And then Stilicho, Villarar, and Mankin are going to go after Squirrel. Felix can fight Salamander. Let's go, let's go. Oh, I missed Rhino. Man can go after Rhino. And you know what? Cassius, I'm going to need your help with Salamander, I think. The rest, I think we can handle. Come on, you can do it. Okay, Mankin, come back over here. Oh, they're already fleeing. Okay, so this group never even made it into the fight. Alright, that's another one down. Do we even need to bother? I can't tell. Are they fleeing? Honestly, don't know. It doesn't look like they're fleeing, and generally their nameplates will change color when they do. So, a bit hard to say. I'm going to allow this group, though, to go rest up. Oh, you guys are putting fires out. I wanted you to go get patched up. Oh well. And we'll sort through the wounded prisoners or wounded enemy in a bit. I still have no idea what these guys are up to. I'm not sure they know either. They are, unfortunately, out of range of our crossbows here. You know what I can do, though? Stin, do me a favor and man the ballista. And we will see if maybe we can put a couple shots their way. God, you guys are really exposing yourselves to the enemy there. Hopefully they make it inside. Okay, still kind of running around. So there's Stin. He should automatically kind of pick up some targets here. Let's go for maybe you guys. It's like they don't know their rating. It's kind of strange. Try to aim for the center of the group as best I can, because this thing is not accurate. Plus it does a little bit of AoE damage, so if we can fire into a crowd, all the better. I almost hit somebody. Well, we could draw them into a big brawl. I don't know if that necessarily works in our favor, though. Just because they have more numbers. But then again, most of them appear to only be carrying bows. So maybe this group can handle them. At least we'll get this over with a little bit more quickly. Plus, if we can fight them here, it's going to take a while for the people in the back out in the forest to kind of trickle into the fight. So I think that'll work out for us. Is anybody here worth saving, and do I need to rush to do it? He's not bad. We could train him up to be a decent melee fighter. He's already good at building, and he's okay at mining with good traits. So that's somebody maybe worth saving. Sala, can you capture Trocatran there? Oh, we don't have any place to put them. What about you? Pretty and a hard worker. Not much of a fighter, but she does have other skills. Let's see. Over here, we have a kind undergrounder. He is actually very well-rounded. And, oh, shattered spine. So we crippled you, unfortunately. Well, gonna have to probably just let you die then. And you're bleeding very badly. The jealous trait is unfortunate because this guy is otherwise pretty good. Right. Then we have Salamander. Probably not worth picking up. Gyro, not worth saving either. Gerbil. I'm going to pass. We already have a lot of people and a lot of prisoners, so if I don't desperately need them, probably just going to leave them be. Though, I don't even know where else we could, you know, fit some prisoners, to be honest. Where could we fit them? I don't know. I do not know. I guess technically if I were to delete these beds and replace them, the people who are in them would get kicked out and no longer be occupying that space. So if I wanted like 2 beds, I could just delete 2 and then replace them, and hopefully these guys make it inside the walls before their beds get stolen. But I think maybe Trocatran is the only... Oh, another Shattered Spine. Never mind. Okay. Not saving you. Squirrel. I might just let them all go. Yeah, forget it. We'll just let them die. Okay, so here come the Legionnaires. I wish they would charge into melee. Come on. Melee attack. Alright, melee attack. This is not working out the way I would like, so I'm going to pull them back behind this wall and try to get the enemy to come to us. Come on, Caro. You can do it. Alright, good block with your shield there. Do we want to rush forward? The trees will provide some cover, but it'll also slow us down pretty significantly. Let's send you out there. And you guys are going to rush forward because otherwise it's going to take forever. Oh, here comes a child. One of you can stay back and fight the child, I guess. Yeah, age 6. I kind of feel bad about this. But somebody's got to do it. Alexandria, you can do it. Alright, so Vivian is going to melee attack there. Gallo, go ahead and attack here. Ursus, melee attack. Timoleon, get in there. Aetius, get in there. Kaibo, go there. I'm sure there's some we're missing, but I think everybody is engaged in melee to some degree. Please melee attack. That's where we have the advantage. Okay, so you two can engage here. And this group is now fleeing as well. So they weren't fleeing before, that was the other group. Which is strange because they did spawn in at the same time, so I would have thought that they were kind of functionally the same, but I guess not. Alright. Everybody here can go get themselves healed up. And Caro, do me a favor, since you're the only one not injured. You're going to survey the wounded and see if there's anybody worth capturing. Or he's going to do the capturing if need be. So, let's pause. We have Marullo, who's 25. Psychically deaf, nimble transhumanist. Skills aren't really anything special. Probably pass there. Raptor, kind but ugly. Nothing all that special there. Croca, or Krauka. Again, not really anything worth saving. So we'll pass on those. Trobenmia. Unfortunately, he's a pessimist. Because his skills aren't the worst. How about you? Probably just going to leave all of them to die as well. Yeah, I don't see any reason to save any of them. So, there we go. Raid dealt with. Again, just going to leave them to die. Not going to intervene to save anybody. We already have enough prisoners and enough colonists. So there's really no reason to go out of our way. We have several people that need treatment. Who is starving? Talissa. It does remind me, the people that are currently still, you know, manning posts can go back as well. Stin, as you were. Katya just had a mental break. She's going to binge some food. Whatever. We've got time to kind of let everybody just blow off some steam. So, while they do that, let's hop back over here. And you can see that they've started working on the northwest quadrant of the innermost part of our fort here. So this is going to be sort of the actual fort within the town, I guess is the best way to describe it. And I think I showed you guys the plan for this before, but you can see that now the southwest part is completely enclosed. So this is an interior space now with doors and, you know, walls and everything. It is not temperature controlled because, of course, these will let air through. And there's no floor. But it is an indoor space, and we can use it to defend. They're currently working on the northwest one now. Then we'll probably jump over to the southeast. I probably should have done the southeast before the northwest, because this is just going to slow us down in running from up here or whatever. But whatever. We'll get this built, and then we're going to work on that one, and then we're going to work on this one. And I guess if we have any wood, I should allow them to work on these fences too. I still need to figure out what the purpose of each one is going to be. I think I'm going to turn one of them into a stable. So I'll pretty much close off the entrance on one side like this. And then every so many tiles, I'll do this. And I'll just put some animal beds in there for the horses. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of an awkward fit, but we'll see what we can do. We'll want mangers in there too for food, so that just like the stables we have over here, the horses can kind of come and eat hay if they're inclined to eat hay, but otherwise they can just kind of hang out and sleep. Speaking of which, the animals should probably be released back to their territories. I don't know if the cats joined us on camera or not, but we have some cats. We actually had a lot more cats than this, but I culled them down to just apparently 2 males. I meant to have a male and a female, but oh well. So just 2 males. Then we have these dogs, of course. All the horses are going to go in that area. I think that's all of them. Quarter horse, black mare, quarter horse mare, quarter horse, yeah, okay. Down to here, and then we've got the dogs again. If they're not bonded, I'm going to tell them to not have a master. That's better. Okay, and then the roosters need to go in the livestock area. I guess everything else, essentially. And yes, again, if they're not bonded, then no master. Okay. So the animals are free to wander and graze again. Should clear out some space in our living area here. Anything that I forgot to change? I don't think so. I guess we'll find out shortly, but... Oh, new lovers. Aetius tried to flirt with Timoleon by describing her as a dark beech tree. Timoleon became aroused and agreed to become Aetius' lover. I thought Aetius had a lover? Aetius. I thought... Yeah. Oh, they broke up. Okay. So he's with Timoleon now. Timoleon. Okay. So, Aetius and Ashura should probably not be sharing a bed anymore. And Timoleon can go there. And apparently Timoleon didn't have a bed. So, we'll want to assign one, but we don't really have anywhere to assign it. That's okay. Let's see, how many people do we have without beds? We have Caro, Ashura, Brutus. Brutus can have one of these. Let's put it there. I don't know. Okay. So Brutus will sleep there. And I think it was Caro. And then Ashura. Caro is going to stay here. So I'm going to send somebody else. But I'm going to take the people that don't have beds and send them to the other location. It would be preferable if they were healthy when I did that. So Galba, you're also injured. Bilarar, are you injured? Kind of, yes. Also, I think you were going to stay. Yeah, he was one of the ones I wanted to stay because I was going to keep that whole family here. So that's unfortunate. How do I want to go about this? I suppose I could send Constantine's whole family, but that seems a bit dicey, sending small children. Stin, would your skills be useful over there? Potentially. But I'd prefer to have people that can hold their own in a fight. So like Remus, construction and medical would be pretty helpful over there. And then where's Ursus? I thought he was still here. There he is. Construction and mining. That would also be useful. And that would free up a bed. I guess we'll have to wait until he's healthy. But then we'll probably send Ursus and Ashura. Because we have plenty of beds over here. We've got those plus all of these. And then as these rooms finish, we'll add beds to them as well. I actually meant to... Yeah, I'm going to wall these off. Not that one, but these. And am I missing anything else? I guess we'll find out as they build it. I may have placed things in wrong. We'll need floors, but for now, what we currently have is adequate. I'm more concerned with the walls. And I should probably queue up some doors too, but wood is a bit scarce at the moment. I've queued up trees to be cut, but, you know, manpower here is just as scarce, so it may take a while for these things to get done. It looks like a lot of these people died. I am going to pan out here and select as many of them as I can, and we'll allow them to be hauled, ideally to the burn pit here, which I'm pretty sure I have configured to burn corpses. Yeah. So, human-like, only if they're strangers, which in this case is what we're dealing with. And then for animals, only when they are rotten. But yeah, so somebody should come along, ideally grab those corpses and take them to the burn pit. Looks like we're going to have a whole lot of Devil Strand pretty soon. So capes will be a thing again. We've been really struggling to manufacture those, but it looks like they'll finally be available once more. I need to figure out what to do with all this plain leather. I wish we got more friendly traders that we could sell this type of stuff to, but unfortunately most of our visits are of the hostile raid nature. And yeah, they're generally not too keen on buying stuff from us. I'm making pretty good progress over here. How are we doing on marble? Or sorry, I think we're doing limestone. Doing meteorite. Nice. They're being away, right? It's uranium. Interesting. I don't know that there's much we can do with uranium. But, again, it's got some value to it. Though, you know, nobody to trade it to, so same issue applies. And, okay, so you are cutting limestone. Good. But yeah, manpower is still a problem here. I've marked essentially every limestone block on this map for hauling, though apparently I missed some up here. Limestone chunks, excuse me. But nobody's hauling them because there's just not really anybody to do it. I was hoping the horses would be more useful in that regard, but they don't seem super keen on doing it. You know what? What are you doing right now? Washing with marble primitive well. Why don't you refill this? And then we'll have a bathtub that you can wash at. So how is Ursus doing? Still injured, unfortunately. Ashura is good to go, but I would prefer to send them together rather than individually. And if I send Ursus now, you know, being injured and all, he's going to take a rather long time to get there. And we don't want that. Vivian just gave up. I don't think so. That's desertion. So Remus, try to calm Vivian. I don't have the option to like arrest her or anything yet, so I think she's still technically. Oh look, a raccoon self-tamed. We'll just kill it and eat it. I seem to get a lot of animals self-taming though. Certainly a lot more so than in previous versions of the game. So I'm wondering if that's just something with this version where it happens quite frequently. Remus, I don't know if you were the man for the job there, but whatever. Just let's not let her leave. If we have to, again, we'll lock her up, but I don't have the option to do that yet. It didn't work. I don't know how soon we'll have the option to do that again, so I might need... Oh look, a lynx self-tamed too. See, it's ridiculous. It happens far too frequently. I like it when it's like the horses, for example, when the horses self-tame. Oh, there they are. I think that's where we got the black mare from. That's pretty cool, but when it's, you know, like a random animal I would never keep as a pet, it's kind of pointless. I'm going to send Loka over here to grab Vivian when she leaves. I think as soon as she passes the threshold outside the gate, she'll technically have left, and then we can treat her as we would any other stranger. Therefore, you know, lock her up and re-recruit her. Because I'm not going to just let her leave. She is a bit too good for that. Okay, so Vivian walked out and tried to arrest. Cannot arrest, no reachable. Oh, right. We can fix that. So if I deconstruct this and then place it back down, while it's unowned, it technically can go to anybody. Okay, Vivian's gone berserk. She's trying to get away, though. She's not actually engaging us. We've got a refugee being chased by Macedonians. There's only, what, 10 enemies? Oh. And it's relationship. Fun. Stilicho's brother. I don't remember giving Stilicho a brother, so this is unique. Also, Daisuke is a Japanese name, so Stilicho apparently has a Japanese brother. Right, well, we can't just let his brother be killed, and if, you know, something were to happen to him, it would actually affect Stilicho, so I have to intervene here, though I would rather not. But we're gonna have to fight 10 rather well-armed Macedonians, and we did just get beat up pretty good by those bows from the tribals. So I'm gonna offer safety, and we'll have a little bit of time to gather our strength and whatnot. Oh, and he's completely useless. Fantastic. Right. Well, is there anything I could make use of you for? Like, with these characters, if they're not super great at anything, at least having the ability to do dumb labor makes them still fairly valuable. You know, he could be a farmer or, tend to animals or something, but those aren't really useful skills individually. They come with a lot of downtime, so being able to do more than one thing is typically ideal. But since he can't haul or really clean or do anything like that, there's not a lot of utility that he offers. So maybe I would be better off. Oh, crap. I just noticed he's at the other map. And that means that you guys are going to be fighting 10 hoplites. I thought they were going to be attacking this group, which would have been difficult enough because, of course, there's so many injured. But in this case, we have, 5 capable fighters and then one guy that's completely useless against double that number. So we're going to have to use our defenses. I don't know how well this will work, but we'll have to make sure all the animals are like inside somewhere. And basically everybody. And then we're going to have to use the embrasures to our advantage as much as possible. I should have just said no. This character's not worth compromising our building efforts over here, but what are you going to do? So I think what I'm going to do, given that we are at about 35 to 40 minutes on this episode, is I'm going to go ahead and stop here. And I guess we'll leave this on a bit of a cliffhanger regarding the people pursuing Daisuke, who will need a new name, by the way. And since I have a bit more time today, I'm going to continue recording, and I'll just make this another episode that I'll release probably a week from whenever this one goes up. Just trying to space things out because I don't know when I'll be able to record again next. And that way we have at least 2 episodes rather than one long one. So with that, I will leave the coming raid on our fort here for next time. And hopefully we can find a way to hold off the Macedonians because, frankly, I'm not optimistic about our chances. Well, no, I do think we can win this. I should phrase that differently. I definitely think we can hold this off. I just don't like the sort of ramifications that this battle is going to have because it's going to be bloody. I don't think we'll lose anybody, but everybody will likely be injured for an extended period of time, and that means we're basically going to be making 0 progress over here for the foreseeable future, which is frustrating. Anyways, with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.